Hey guys, this is Tristan and welcome to another edition of Beginner's Rock. And continuing our lesson on major chords, we will be focusing on the G major chord. And now, it's time to learn how we will position our fingers when learning the G major chord. A little something about the G major chord is this is what's considered the most easiest chord to learn, just like the E major chord. It may be tricky at first, but once you get it down correctly, you will master this chord. And now, let's position our fingers. So first, take your second finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the low E string. So here's your low E string. Now place your second finger on the 3rd fret of it. Next, take your first finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the A string. Here's your A string. And now place your first finger on the 2nd fret of it. And lastly, take your 3rd finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the high E string. So here's your high E string. Now place your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of it. And now let's strum away along with your open strings, the open D, your open G, and your open B string. And now let's strum away. And that is the G major chord. I also mentioned that it may be tricky at first. It may be tricky to some people because some people place their 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. So it'll get a little something like this. Or even on your 3rd fret of the G string. Well, actually, those are incorrect. The proper way to put your 3rd finger is on the 3rd fret of the high E string. G major chord, right there, the true G major chord. And now here are some notable songs that use the G major chord as its main chord. Okay, so now let's recap of what we learned today. So first, take your second finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the low E string. So here's your low E string. Yeah, that's your low E string. Now put your second finger, put it on the 3rd fret of it. And now your first finger goes on the 2nd fret of the A string. So here's your A string. So that is your A string. Now place your first finger on the 2nd fret of it. And next, your 3rd finger, place it on the 3rd fret of the high E string. So here's your high E string. So that is your high E string. Now place your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of it. And now let's strum it along with the open D, G, and B strings. And that's the G major chord. Okay, so we are out of time here, so that wraps up for today's lesson. So I want you now is to stop this video and learn the G major chord all by yourself. So until next time, my name is Tristan. This has been Beginner's Rock. So stay rockin', and I'll see you guys around. Bye.